Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends with a quick news update video for you guys. Well, quick, hopefully fingers crossed, because you guys know I have the tendency to ramble quite a bit here on the channel. But I mean, at least in the opinion of yours truly, we're looking at not the biggest, but the best update in Raid Shadow Legends history. I want to hear from you guys after this video. Listen to all the information, because there's a couple little nuggets in there in addition to what you guys might already have seen out there in the community. But this is some big stuff here, guys. So let's go ahead and just jump into what is coming inside the game. Hey guys, here we are, the Raid Digest. Now, as always, if you want to read along or take a look at this material on your own time, the links to everything in all my videos that I discuss will always be in the show notes of the description of my videos. Okay, so you can see the first 3 notes here. We're gonna skip past that. You guys already know about the arena changes. If not, I'll link you the video that I did to discussing this at length. But moving on, I mean, we care, but we don't want to discuss all of the mission changes as well. It's basically bug fixes, right? But the good stuff here, the good stuff is number 1, team presets. So this long-awaited quality of life feature will allow you to select and save your team for PvE and PvP battles. Moreover, you'll be able to predetermine the behavior of your champions on auto by tweaking their skills prioritization. I have pictures and images and more context on all of this that we'll get to in a moment here. But again, AI priority changes that you can set and preset teams that you can save in PvP and PvE. Thank God, hallelujah. Number 2, auto battle improvements. We're adding a checkbox so that you could start a battle on both arenas and on clan boss on auto. This setting will be optional, so if you decide where you can start your battles on auto or in a manual mode, so basically you can check it to always start those battles on auto or not on auto. A small quality of life improvement compared to number 1, obviously, but I also heard that they're going to add auto through tag team arena through all 3 fights. I don't know 100% if that's coming with this update, but my hunch is it probably will be. Again, that's not 100% confirmed though. Next up is sorting champions by rarity. This feature will be available in the tavern, in your collection, and also when selecting champions for the battle. Don't we already have that? Am I missing something? Either way, update. In the AMA session on Reddit, we said 10 times a button for voids will be coming in patch 4.3. That's been delayed to 4.4. I don't know. For me, like kind of whatever. I open my voids one at a time, pretty much regardless anyway. I guess that's just an update, a quality of life for the biggest of biggest whales, right? Stay tuned for more information. That's cool. Also, a new fusion is coming, but not next week. A bit later. Follow on social media for more information regarding that. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more context behind the AI and behind the team saving abilities, and then we'll take a look at them. All right, guys, for a little bit extra context before we see the imagery. Hi, everyone. Know you've been waiting for quality of life improvements, blah, 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 blah. We'll be having the stuff that I already told you about, blah, blah, blah. To access this feature, you can tap on the team setup button on the champion selection screen before battle. Please note, when using team presets, the battle will always begin on auto. Okay, here's the good stuff. You can save up to 20 teams using team presets. 10 for PvE and 10 for PvP, such as campaign, dungeons, faction wars, clan boss, doom tower, classic and tag team arena. Oh my God, this is so huge because you don't have to just take all the time. We talk about time being a big issue in the game. Does this solve it? Of course, it doesn't solve everything. We need a lot more improvements, but this is exciting. I know how long I have to dig through my champions. I can set specific teams with specific kind of skill prioritization on those teams. 20 teams is a lot too. I think that should suffice for most players, right? Most of you probably won't even need all 20 of those preset teams. Really cool stuff. You'll be able to create a unique name for each team preset to easily navigate among them, such as like, Ice Golem 24, whatever. And of course, you can delete any of the presets at any point. What is more important is you can now prioritize the skills of your defense teams in both classic and tag team arena. This is definitely going to change the meta. You no longer have like a Prince Kymar on defense, starting things out with a seal of magic, resetting skill cooldowns for nobody. Instead, you can have him go in there and put the enemy team to sleep if he's built fast. Of course, that's just one example. There are hundreds of examples of different situations, where you would want to reprioritize your champion's abilities. This is huge. This makes champions like Chancellor Yasmin, who was basically useless now because she was always auto into her A3. Now, all of a sudden, I can make her not do that anymore. It makes her incredibly viable. So it's definitely going to change the outlook on a lot of champions who have wonky, weird AIs, right? So reading a little bit more here, well, we're going to get into this. Actually, I'll read it over here. So there are options available for prioritization for each skill. Default, AI will keep using the skills as it normally would. Opener, the champion will always use this skill on their first turn in an auto battle. After that, it will be used according to the set priority. Only one skill can have this setting. Dude, this is above and beyond what I was expecting. Now we can set our own AI throughout the rest of the battle, but add an opener move. Really cool. Don't use. An AI will never use this skill in auto battle. If this skill also has a starting setting, the AI will use it at the beginning of the battle and then never use it again. Really cool stuff, right? You can set, hey, I have an allure, but I only wanted to do A1 all the time. That's all I wanted to do. Cancel out everything else and she'll do it. That's really, really cool. First, second, and third choices. Establish the priority of skills from the first highest to the lowest third. The game will be using the first choice skills over the... basically, they're going to prioritize based on your prioritization. This feature unlocks players at level 30. Okay, whatever. And you can share this information with your subscribers. That's you guys. And that is Russian for the three of you who speak Russian. But guys, really exciting stuff. Can you tell that I'm really excited about this one? For me, again, it's not as big as Doom Tower. It's not as big as Faction Wars. It's not as big as glyphs being added to the game. But it's so important in terms of quality of life. I think this is going to make the game so much more enjoyable. Not having to search for champions, search for teams in both PvE and PvP. Not having, do you ever do this move, guys, where you just forget, which team you use because you switch things around. You're like, oh crap. What was my best team again? No longer have to worry about that. I'm going to have a preset for all my best teams for every dungeon. Definitely, And then if I have another new champion to add to the mix, I'll just change the team up, right? That's really, really solid. Let's take a quick look at all this stuff. Whoa, let me resize. Be right back. All right, guys, so here's our save team presets. I made myself smaller in the corner for you guys as well. The collection, you can bring them into the team. You can adjust the team. You can trash the team. Pretty self-explanatory here in terms of the system that they have. This is the your arena defense team. You can add instructions basically based on their skills for each champion on the team setup screen. And then you can select, again, this is from the team select screen. You can go over here to kind of toggle which team you want to use on a specific tag team arena battle. And then we have, again, what champions you want to use in your defense, just kind of the home screen view of it. Nothing really crazy here, but this is the kind of AI optimization screen, right? So I have Syl the Drace, great choice. Plarium to feature Syl in their little, instructional teaser. You can see, hey, I wanted to do default, okay? And then you can see you have the opener skills right over here as well. I don't ever want to use this ability. I want to use this all the way the first choice. I want to land decreased speed as my first choice all the time on her A1. Nah, you want her to open up with her A2, her stun, so I'm always going to make that first choice on Syl the Drakes. You can do this with every single champion, and this is how you do it. It's pretty intuitive. I love the kind of the UI that they used on this as well. We don't have a ton of occasions to be super positive here on the channel lately, and I gotta say, man, can you tell? I think they nailed this one. Save team presets. You guys can see basically, again, a look at the save team preset menu for PvP. It's beautiful. For the arena, hey, I don't think I can beat that team. They're too fast. I'll pick a slow team, a go second team. Easy, boom, one tap or one click and you're there, or two clicks and you're there, right? So I think this is a tremendous update being added to the game. It's not a big new feature, but we need to ensure that the essential quality of life fixes and kind of features are there in the game, because we can't afford to be adding more time with even more features. They come up with a way to double ascend your champions on the four-handed or four-headed or whatever monster that they're adding in the new dungeon, a new Hydra clan boss, a new set of Doom Tower bosses. All of this is going to take extra time, so we need to solve some of these. Quality of life, again, this is not going to save, well, it could save a ton of time, right? No longer digging through champions anymore or having to go on manual to set your ability prioritizations. I love this update. I'm not ashamed to say it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.